Some jewelers still try to sell them for thousands of dollars, while others give them away for free with a purchase. America's Diamond only offers traditional, real, natural, earth-grown diamonds that are rare, extremely beautiful, and have had real value for centuries. See our television program tonight on ABC KSAT 12 at 12:35 a.m. or right now at americasdiamond.com.
The best place to catch all your favorite football games is Twin Peaks. And this Sunday, San Antonio Sports Star is going to be out at the to cheer on the Cowboys. Come Sunday Fun Day with us starting at 1. 29-degree beer, tasty snacks served up by the lovely ladies at Twin Peaks, and your chance to win tickets to see the Toadies with special guest Local H at the Aztec Theater. That's this Sunday at the Twin Peaks Days of All location starting at 1. Twin Peaks, eats, drinks, and scenic views.
Hormones can affect everything. Bad skin, bad hair, low energy, poor sleep, brain fogginess, libido, and weight gain. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health, and we take a functional approach to your hormone problems. Eating right and exercise will not be beneficial without optimal hormone function. This goes for men and women. We do state-of-the-art testing to get to the root of your hormone issues and help you get well and stay well. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health. We can help. 210-468-1891.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-5407. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. There is zero risk to you. If we can't reduce your tax debt, then you pay nothing. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have a 5-star rating on Google and Yelp and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-5407. That's 800-575-5407. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Listen up, Texas. The Powerball jackpot is over $400 million. And you can now buy official state lottery games right from your phone with jackpot.com. Get in on the action right now and buy official Powerball, Mega Millions, and Lotto Texas tickets with jackpot.com. Just choose your favorite lottery game, pick your lucky numbers, and get your winnings instantly. Plus, right now, get a free lottery ticket with your first play.
I love playing the lottery, and jackpot.com makes it so easy because you can buy all your tickets right from your phone.
Jackpot.com notifies me right away if I win. It's safe and secure, and I never have to worry about losing my lottery tickets again.
This is the greatest thing ever. I can buy tickets right on my phone for Powerball, Lotto Texas, and other lottery games while I'm sitting on my couch at home.
Don't wait. Go to jackpot.com and buy lottery tickets on your phone. Plus, right now, get a free lottery ticket with your first play. Go to jackpot.com. That's jackpot.com. Jackpot.com.
Paid for by jackpot.com. You must be 18 or older to order a lottery ticket. Please play responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
KTFM Floresville. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, your home for the Aggies. San Antonio's Sports Center.
Well, it was a rough night for the Spurs. They set a franchise record, losing their 17th straight, and we find out today that while in Austin, Senator Charles Bassey's season has ended as he tore his ACL. C.J. Stroud, well, it's confirmed he did have a concussion in that game against the Jets. His status for this Sunday, unknown. Extra Innings with Pleasure next year on 94.1.
This is Extra Innings with Pleasure.
Truth is, I am Iron Man.
Rock and roll! The Texans win it!
You've been called the Da Vinci of our time. What do you say to that?
Absolutely ridiculous. I don't think.
That goal is history! A walk-off home run!
And it's going to be legendary.
James Pledger wraps your day with insight, opinion, plenty of sarcasm, and of course, your calls. He'll even pour a beer out the door for his favorite story of the day. This is Extra Innings with Pledger. Now, here's Pledge.
Welcome into Extra Innings with Pleasure right here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, sasportstar.com, or like some of you who are already in the queue and ready to go, commenting along with the show on our YouTube page at SA Sports Star. You can subscribe, like, follow along with the show, comment along with the show, or you can be a part of the show and you can call in at 210-656-ESPN, 656-3776. Lots to get into. I'm going to take this show a bunch of different ways and kind of wherever y'all want to go today, because I know Spurs fans are happy. I know Spurs fans are disappointed. I know Spurs fans are frustrated after 19 straight victories. And some of you just want to vent. And I'll let you vent. The therapy couch is open. Lucky Cowboy fans not having the same issue. The Cowboys are really, really good. The Cowboys are playing at an extremely high level. And the Cowboys don't even look like they are one of the top two teams in the NFC at this particular juncture. And they've got a big game coming up against Buffalo in Buffalo, followed by a game in Miami against Miami, followed by a game at home against Detroit, and then they end the season on the road at Washington. So the Cowboys have a nice little stretch here. They got a massive win over the Eagles over the weekend, in which they dominated and embarrassed them. And the same similar fashion that the San Francisco 49ers did. I was watching that game, and at no point, even when it was like 13-3 or whatever it was, and they got in and brought it to 7, like, I never felt like that game was in question for the Dallas Cowboys. They were playing at such a different level. So it's going to be nice to go into this game against Buffalo, and I wouldn't have said this at the beginning of the year. I feel like the Cowboys are the better team going into that game against Buffalo. I felt like they were the better team going into that game against Philly. In week 6, 8, I didn't feel that way. But the Cowboys are playing extremely, extremely well. And this is on the road, and there's a lot of moving goalposts. Cowboys got to string together some wins. They're just beating up on bad teams. Beat a good team. Beat a team with a running record. It was the Eagles. They play well against the Eagles. Let's see them go on the road and beat somebody. We all constantly move the goalpost. And the Cowboys have answered at different points all season long. And there's another goalpost. Go up north, go play in the elements, and beat a good team. Well, Buffalo is a really good team. They're not who we thought they were at the beginning of the season, but they are still an extremely good team that is playing well right now. And let's see if they can capitalize on turnovers. I think they can. And as Goldfinger123 says on our YouTube live, says you don't have to move the goalpost for Aubrey. Aubrey don't matter if you move him on him. He's going to make it. That dude's money right now, or as Dak likes to say, he's butter, because that dude is on a roll. Pure_FM says Dak has the pen and the paper, and he's writing his own story. And he is. And that story is going extremely well right now, to the fact that Dak's contract has kind of fallen to the backside. Although, with the way he's playing at an MVP level, as the MVP frontrunner right now, odds-on favorite in Vegas, Jerry still feels very confident about getting that deal done, as he talked about on 105.3 The Fan today.
Don't pay any attention to discussion. It's meaningless. The only thing that is factual here is what I decide and what we decide as a team and what Dak decides. And so all of that has should have the nuances of that relationship as to that team and that player. And that's the way that it is. So, but we know exactly where we are on the contract, years left on the contract. And we should be and are about as close in on that type of communication, the kinds of things that you would hope that they have at least body language signals. You'd hope that all of that was over, and it remains to the timing on it remains to be seen.
Dak's about to make a lot of money. Timing on it remains to be seen. And Miguel Martinez on our YouTube live feed says, if the Seahawks play the Eagles like they did Dallas, that's an L the Cowboys need from the Eagles to overtake the division. Because if the Eagles were to win out because of strength of schedule and common opponents and how far the tiebreakers go down with them splitting the season series, they need to finish a game ahead of Seattle. Or, excuse me, a game ahead of Philadelphia. So that's true. The Eagles have been playing roulette all year long, it feels like, and just squeaking by, getting wins, doing what they need to do. Dallas has looked like a force, and a force the similar way that the San Francisco 49ers have looked like. And Mike McCarthy was talking about, this part of the season, December football, and how important it is for his team to go on the road and get a victory to prove they can as they get ready for playoff football and possibly having to play in the elements. And you could tell McCarthy, he's got his eyes on one thing.
I don't care where it is. You have to have that mindset. We want to play at home. Why wouldn't we? The crowd last night, I don't know if I've ever heard AT&T Stadium that loud. That's an unbelievable, we feel, an advantage for us. The only way to get to that point is to take care of what's in front of you, and we all know what the score is. So, but yeah, you have to be, your team has to be able to be built to go win anywhere. And that's the reality of this league.
Got to be able to win anywhere. Doesn't matter where he plays. But he also knows going into Buffalo, that's a big deal. If you can win there in December and then go win in Miami, two contrasting styles, it's going to travel. And if it travels, you have a chance to be playing home games in the playoffs, because the Dallas Cowboys are doing a lot of things right now. The San Antonio Spurs, however, a lot of things going wrong in San Antonio. A lot of people venting, a lot of people frustrated about it. What say you? 210-656-ESPN, 656-3776 if you want to be a part of the conversation. 17 straight for the Cowboys. What's going wrong? How do they fix it? And is it salvageable this year at all? Or are we going to have to see this through? We're talking about it next, right here on Extra Innings with Pleasure, with your phone calls. 210-656-ESPN, 656-3776 here on Extra Innings with Pleasure on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It's Dallas Cowboys football on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. The Cowboys battle the Buffalo Bills this Sunday at 2:30 p.m. It'll be a cold one in Buffalo, but the boys need this one.
Out of the gun, back to Dak. He's taking another shot in the end zone. Left side of the end zone. Touchdown.
Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, Ewald Kubota, Mother's Window Tint, Woods Comfort Systems, and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
A psoriasis flare-up can make a walk in the park, well, no walk in the park.
It's that obvious, huh? I've tried so many lotions and creams, but I still have symptoms.
So those don't do enough to treat the inflammation beneath the skin, leaving you with those uncontrolled symptoms.
Makes sense, but what else can I do?
You can get real with your dermatologist so they can help you get clear. Make an appointment and, you're already on it.
Hi, yes, I'd like to make an appointment.
Get real clear about psoriasis at letsgetrealclear.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean. Of course I use Mr. Clean Magic Eraser to clean tough messes off my stovetop and bathtub. But then I discovered I can also use it to easily clean my patio furniture and even my shoes. I'm hooked.
And when wipes won't cut it, I use Magic Eraser Sheets. They're thin and flexible erasers, perfect for everyday messes, like gunk on my counters and sinks. They really are magical.
The reviews are in. Mr. Clean Magic Eraser and Sheets make cleaning look easy.
Some might call me obsessed, but if you shop for holiday gifts at Kohl's, you get it. With their friends and family sale, I got 25% off already great deals, like 40% off comfy tech gear activewear. Then I saved 30% on cozy Koolaburra by UGG bedding and earn Kohl's cash. So yeah, I think it's pretty obvious why I love Kohl's and why you'll love it too. Select styles, Lego and Koolaburra by UGG. Coupons do not apply. Some exclusions apply. Offers end December 17th. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Heart failure, carpal tunnel syndrome, shortness of breath, stomach issues, lower back pain. How does it all add up? If you have heart failure and any of those seemingly unrelated symptoms sound familiar, it's time to talk with your cardiologist and get the full picture. They may add up to transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy. ATTR-CM is a rare and underdiagnosed disease. Recognize the signs and discuss them with your doctor soon. Learn more at connectwithyourheart.com. That's connectwithyourheart.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Injuries happen, and when they do, skip the ER and get to the OrthoNow Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. OrthoNow provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Quarry area with extended hours Monday through Saturday with on-site X-ray casting and bracing, OrthoNow has everything you need to treat your injury, and best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. Learn more online at TSAOG.com.
Oh, Christmas leaks, you make our carpet squishy.
Here at Quarter Moon Plumbing, we know all your Christmas wants, like the popular leaky faucet, the overflowing toilet, or the trendy clogged sewer line. No matter what list you're on, naughty or nice, Quarter Moon Plumbing will answer your call fast and fix your emergency quickly so you can get back to your Coco and Carolyn.
651-5899.
License number M16004. DACLA 000743458.
Texas, the Powerball jackpot is over $400 million, and you can now buy official Texas lottery tickets right from your phone with jackpot.com. Go to jackpot.com, choose your lottery game, pick your lucky numbers, and get your winnings instantly. Plus, get a free ticket with your first play. Get in on the action. Go to jackpot.com and buy lottery tickets on your phone. Go to jackpot.com. That's jackpot.com, jackpot.com.
Paid for by jackpot.com. You must be 18 or older to order a lottery ticket. Please play responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Stop paying all those crazy fees on ticket apps. Need tickets? Stay local and call Awesome Tickets. Big games, big concerts, big events. Awesome Tickets is your personal ticket broker. Any city, any event. Awesome Tickets has your tickets for all the sports, concerts, and events from San Antonio to Las Vegas. Avoid the ticket app fees. Since 1994, Awesome Tickets is local and veteran-owned. Call 210-226-5136 or online at awesometix.com. That's awesometix.com.
For over 17 years, the award-winning legal team at George Salinas Injury Lawyers has been representing personal injury victims all across Texas. Have you been injured in an accident? George Salinas is ready to represent you with free consultations, 24/7 availability, and no attorney fees unless we win. George Salinas Injury Lawyers will help you get the results you need so you can focus on recovery. If you've been injured, one call could change your entire case. Call George Salinas Injury Lawyers, 210-225-0909, or visit georgesalinas.com.
George gets justice.
Paid actor portrayal.
I didn't see it coming. Life can be so unpredictable. After losing my dad, it made me think about my family if something were to happen to me. The mortgage, car payments, and all the other bills. Even things like our annual summer vacation would be out of reach. I had heard about life insurance through Ethos and how easy it was to get coverage. They were right. I knew it was time to stop putting it off and get life insurance right now. I got on my computer and went to ethoslife.com. In just 10 minutes, I was covered. And boom, family protected. Thanks to Ethos, my family won't have to worry about the bills if the unpredictable happens to me.
Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at getethos.com. That's GETETHOS.com.
This is Andrew Monaco. You're listening to the home of the Aggies, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
I'm a little bit off the wall.
Looking at Extra Innings with Pledger, right here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm James Pledger. Thanks for riding along with me. We're going to go a bunch of different ways today. Texans, they definitely had their issues. It was a rough weekend. But not as rough as the Spurs has been. And coming up, if y'all got questions throughout the show, drop it in our SA Sports Star YouTube live stream at SA Sports Star. Like, subscribe, comment along. I know fantasy playoffs are about to start, and given the injuries to Justin Herbert and others, Nico Collins, CJ Stroud, you may need some help as you get into the playoffs. I got you if you need it. Just call in 656-ESPN, 210-656-3776, or, just comment along in the YouTube stream, and I will get to it. But the Spurs have had a rough go of it, 17 straight. It is not something as Spurs fans that anyone is used to. I did a Locked On Spurs with Jeff Garcia last night, and it was a lot of trying to walk Jeff off the ledge in terms of what is going on. Why is the rebuild so slow? Wemby is here. Why are we not seeing the progress? And it is tough. I get it. We're not used to it here because, at least in my lifetime, I don't remember going through it for long periods of time. As a matter of fact, you can go back as far as you want. The Spurs have not had a bunch of losing seasons consecutively, period. This is the first time in franchise history that they've had more than a couple losing seasons in back-to-back years. We're spoiled. But there are still complaints. And fans are frustrated, and I get it. And you want to voice your opinion. And you should be able to. 656-ESPN, 210-656-3776. Balcar, you're on Extra Innings with Pledger. What's going on, my man?
Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I'm calling in. Yeah, I'm the Spurs. I don't about 2 months ago, we had our prediction meeting to see how many games the Spurs were going to win.
Oh, yeah. Some of us went wild with it.
Yeah, and I called and I said, yeah, this team is super young, right?
Super young.
We're probably the youngest team in the league right now. Yeah, like you said, right now we're probably spoiled. All my life, I've been watching the Spurs about 30 years now, and yeah, I mean we've been doing good, so we just got super spoiled. It's 17 games. Yeah, I know that's a lot, but look at the Detroit Pistons, man. For last 6-7 years, they're horrible. Even they got that first pick, Cade Cunningham, or he hasn't. He's good, but he's always been injury prone, right? So I mean, that team has always been consistently bottom of the standings for the past 5 years. So I mean, we're only having one bad season, so we just got to be tough, you know what I mean? And we'll be better in the future. Like doing this bad right now will go give us another high pick next year. So we got to build through the draft. And no way we can come via free agency here like that.
So Balcar, you do see, or at least believe that there's a plan in place that a lot of us just can't see because we're not getting the satisfaction right away of improvement.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, I think the Spurs are one of the smartest franchises. Pop the GOAT of coaching. Yeah, I think there's a plan in place. It's just going to take a year or two to get there. Like I said, we're not tracking top star free agents, but in the future we don't have enough cap if Victor keeps developing. Yeah, we're gonna have someone that definitely wants to come out here and play with them.
Well, I appreciate the phone call, Balcar. You're welcome to call back anytime. That is a level-headed Spurs fan that has been, well, there aren't a whole lot of them running around right now. So, Balcar, I appreciate the optimism. Chris, welcome into Extra Innings with Pleasure. How are you doing, my man?
Hey, what's going on, man? Hey, thanks for taking my call. Great show as always, man. I really enjoy the show. Real quick, 2 words. We're lacking veteran leadership, man. If not for the veteran leadership, we need somebody to go out there and tell these young cats what they're not doing, what they need to do better, and how to win basketball games. Like you said earlier, we were really coddled, we were really spoiled. We always had veteran leadership there. It was always somebody there to tell us how it was and how it was back in the day. I feel there's a plan in place. Yeah, there might very well be, but unless we get a veteran person on our team, I mean, it could be anybody, but just give us somebody who's been in the league longer than 8 years. You know what I mean? That can probably get a good role, come off the bench, do something cool. Yeah, it's like a broken record, man. We have a target on our back every time they play the Spurs. It's like they gotta beat us. We have the number 1 pick, whatnot. So everybody has a point to prove. But again, man, veteran leadership, man, that's exactly what we're missing on this Spurs squad. I'm out of here, bud. Thank you.
I appreciate it, Chris. Thank you very much. You're right. This team lacks veteran leadership. And in the offseason, I said this. I said this team's going to go one of 2 ways. They're going to quickly build around Wemby, or they're going to see what they got. And just because they didn't go the veteran route, they wanted to see what they got. And seeing what they got is a process in and of itself. You got to ride that through. You can't rip the Band-Aid off 20 games in because it didn't work out exactly the way they had planned it. They wanted to see what's around Wemby and how best to move forward with Wemby with the young guys that they have around him. That's a season-long commitment, regardless of anything. Eric on our YouTube live feed says, I'm convinced that the Spurs are seeing someone in the draft that they want. This draft has some solid point guards, whether it's Nikola Topic, Collier, Stephon Castle at the top, that is really, getting them in the mood. Maybe there is, and maybe that's part of the plan. It very well could be. And I think that this team, while the losing is frustrating, we are seeing improvement. Earlier, we were mad because they were getting blown out and housed by 20, 30, and 40 points nightly, giving up 150 nightly, it seemed, 120. They held a team under 100 points against the Rockets. The losses are within 10 points a lot over the last couple of games. Improvement is being made. Third quarters are still an issue coming out of the half. That's a problem. But this isn't something you throw in the air fryer or the microwave. This is a brisket they're cooking. This is different. And maybe they want to see who's there and attack free agency next year when there are a lot more players in free agency and they have the draft capital to make moves if they want to do sign and trades. They can get somebody early, trade for players, spend some money, and then build around Wemby that way. Or as this season goes along, maybe this team starts to gel. But it does miss veteran leadership. And as Chris H. was talking about just a few minutes ago, somebody that can be on the court to help them so you don't always have to call a timeout or look to the bench or be whatever it is. And I agree with that, but it's not just that. To show these guys how to be a professional, and all that entails. Taking care of your body on the court, off season, on the road, in the hotel, out at dinners, like things that teams do on their own when they're not under the eye of the organization at all times, because they're not always in the facility. They're not always around Pop. They're not always these things. Tim had David and other veterans surrounding him, Sean Elliott. David had Terry Cummings and other veterans surrounding him to help bring it. And David came into the league at like 24. I mean, he was a grown ass man by the time he finally got to the Spurs. So teaching this younger generation, like those veterans are needed. And sure, Doug McDermott's been here. Cedi Osman's been in the league for a little bit, but those are guys like Doug McDermott's never really been a part of a team that's had an impactful playoff run. Having those kind of voices in the locker room that have been through the battles, even on the back end of the battle, being on a team that's been through the fire. I think that's important, and this team doesn't have it. So they're fighting through that right now, and maybe that's the piece. Maybe it's not a massive piece, but those are the kind of veteran pieces they look to bring in this offseason after they bring in some more youth. What say you? 656 ESPN 210-656-3776. Frank Boteo says, this is year one of a rebuild. This is all okay. The Spurs are still 3 years away. It's too much selfishness and dislike of Wemby's spot. Is that selfishness? Yes, selfishness and dislike it. So you think there's dissension in the locker room, if I'm reading that right, Ant-Man 210? I don't think that's the case. Everybody seems to be saying the right thing and doesn't look overtly frustrated. I think there is some figuring out of how to get things right and get everyone incorporated. This is Extra Innings with Pledger. I am James Pledger right here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Coming back, the Houston Texans, they suffered a rough one on Sunday, and they're still in the hunt. They're still there, and they're still in the division, and Trevor Lawrence's injury plays a huge part in that. Moving forward, can the Texans still logistically and realistically compete in the AFC South, especially if they might not have their quarterback? We'll discuss next right here on Extra Innings with Pledger on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It's R&R in the morning.
Wednesday on R&R in the morning, we are talking silver and black at 7 as we always do. How does Wemby's first 22 games compare to LeBron's first 22 games as they face the Lakers coming in off of a back-to-back?
The Cowboys are getting ready for a roadie to the Bills, and it doesn't look like they're going to have to pack a coat. We'll talk about the prep and hear from Jerry Jones on R&R. Don't forget, the party starts at 6.
It's your wake-up call. R&R in the morning, 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Don't go through another year with that awful joint pain. Call QC Kinetics right now and make 2024 the year you go back to living a normal life again. Hey, it's James Pledger with San Antonio Sports Star. QC Kinetics can give you your life back. They're the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. These are all natural treatments that can repair and restore that damaged tissue, giving you pain-free movement again. QC Kinetics has tens of thousands of satisfied patients around the country. People who have had knee, back, shoulder pain, who were able to get lasting relief with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. If you have pain from an old injury or pain associated with arthritis, you need to check this out. The future of medicine is here with the regenerative treatments from QC Kinetics. Make the call now so you can get the most out of 2024. Get back to doing what you love, and don't forget, you can use your HSA and FSA funds. Call QC Kinetics for a free consultation. 210-571-0318. 210-571-0318. That's 210-571-0318. Locations in Hollywood Park, Westover Hills, and New Braunfels.
Some days I cover up because of my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Now I'm hitting the road with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieved 90% clearer skin at 4 months. And Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask
Ask your doctor today about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis, and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI to learn more.
Listen up, Texas. The Powerball jackpot is over $400 million. And you can now buy official state lottery games right from your phone with jackpot.com. Get in on the action right now and buy official Powerball, Mega Millions, and Lotto Texas tickets with jackpot.com. Just choose your favorite lottery game, pick your lucky numbers, and get your winnings instantly. Plus, right now, get a free lottery ticket with your first play.
I love playing the lottery, and jackpot.com makes it so easy because you can buy all your tickets right from your phone.
Jackpot.com notifies me right away if I win. It's safe and secure, and I never have to worry about losing my lottery tickets again.
This is the greatest thing ever. I can buy tickets right on my phone for Powerball, Lotto Texas, and other lottery games while I'm sitting on my couch at home.
Don't wait. Go to jackpot.com and buy lottery tickets on your phone. Your first play. Go to jackpot.com. That's jackpot.com. Jackpot.com.
Paid for by jackpot.com. You must be 18 or older to order a lottery ticket. Please play responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, I came as fast as I could. What's wrong?
Everything's okay. I just need you to know I'm glowing up.
You just texted SOS Get Here Now.
And I stand by that because I switched to Cricket and got the all-new Motorola Razr. I have entered my flip era, and I am glowing up.
I'm gonna go back home.
I support that.
Switch to Cricket and get the all-new Motorola Razr for $199.99. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Must open a new line on a $60 a month voice plan. First month service charge and tax to its sale. Fees, terms, and restrictions apply. See cricketwireless.com for details.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Anjali.
Hi, it's Jennifer Coolidge. I just got an alert for a strange charge on my card.
No problem. We make sure you're never held responsible for unauthorized purchases on your Discover card. Let's see. Did you purchase something from a t-shirt cannon store yesterday?
Absolutely not. No, I already have like 3.
$0 fraud liability guarantee. It pays to Discover. Learn more at discover.com/credit card. Limitations apply.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149. Don't let pain keep you from doing the things you love. I'm Dr. Jason Garrett from Arasti. At Arasti, we fix pain fast. Whether you've been living with chronic and nagging pain for years, or if you've recently experienced an injury, our goal is to get you out of pain as quickly as possible. Arasti is completely natural and non-invasive. Plus, Arasti accepts most insurance plans. There's a location near you. Visit Arasti.com. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti, we fix pain fast.
Twin Peaks is honoring the pursuit of brews and barrel-aged bourbon every Friday at the Bourbon and Brews Party. Get to Twin Peaks from 5 to 7 p.m. every Friday to experience a lingerie costume party paired with exceptional bourbons, tastings, and giveaways. Cheers from Twin Peaks.
It's the Mike McCarthy Show every Friday morning at 6:45 and 9 with R&R in the morning.
Do you like a certain amount of chaos?
Conflict is good.
Yeah.
Yes, I guess I do. I like healthy chaos. I don't like the BS.
A look at the Cowboys' upcoming game presented by AA Best Bail Bonds and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Welcome back into Extra Innings with Pleasure right here on San Antonio Sports Star, 94.1 FM, sasportstar.com. I am James Pledger. You can follow me on X at I am Pledger, Instagram, all that good stuff. Quick reminder, I'm going to be out at the Twin Peaks at Days of Bala this Sunday as we are having a Cowboys watch party from 1 to 3 as we get you ready for Cowboys and Bills. But that's not the only thing. I mean, all the games are there. I love going to Twin Peaks because screens everywhere, scenic views all around, and I love just going out and talking football with you guys. So if y'all want to come out, enjoy it. We're going to have tickets that you can win to go see the Toadies with Local H. That is going to be December 28th. I love me and my buddy usually end up going and seeing Toadies every year around New Year's before COVID when they used to come out and play shows around that time every year, and they play in Houston at the same time as well. go San Antonio, Houston, make their way around. It's a blast. They're back. They're doing it again. If you want to win tickets, come join me this Sunday as we get you ready for Cowboys and Bills and watch all the football and talk about all the football. Twin Peaks, Days of Allah 1 to 3 this Sunday because, we are your home for the Dallas Cowboys and we'll have the game for you right here on San Antonio Sports Star. I'm James Pledger. This is Extra Innings with Pledger right here on 94.1 on YouTube at SA Sports Star. Like, subscribe, comment along. I know injuries are hitting people really hard as the fantasy football playoffs are right around the corner. A lot of them starting this week. I know a lot of mine are. And if you have a quarterback like Justin Herbert and or CJ Stroud, you are scrambling. I am one of those scrambling. So if you need help, just let me know. Drop a comment, call in 210 6563776, or if you want to talk Texans, Spurs, Cowboys, whatever's floating your boat. NFL officiating. Kadarius Toney, Mahomes, and his reaction to what had happened on Sunday. But for the Houston Texans, they missed a golden opportunity. And that's why the Texans, they're a young team right now with a young coach and a young quarterback and a bunch of young players. And it is obvious because if you look at the Texans and what they've done, they've played up to their competition. They've beaten teams like the Steelers and the Bengals. It's been impressive, some of the wins that they've come across. The Broncos, when they were red hot, they have also dropped games to, at the time, the winless Panthers, the Atlanta Falcons. They had a close game against the Bucks, lost this one to the Jets. Win and lose, they play up and down to their competition. And that's part of a young team and being ready week in and week out with the right game plan. And it's a young coaching staff. It is a first-year offensive coordinator, is a first-year head coach, is a first-year quarterback. And injuries have taken their toll too. But I think part of it is this team is young. I understand that Tank Dell is out. I understand that Nico Collins went down early. I understand that he's playing with a bunch of backup offensive linemen this year. They have weathered those storms and played well in spite of a bunch of those things and overcome them. So you can't use them as an excuse now. So I blame the youth of this team and the fact that they don't know how to bury a team the way the Dallas Cowboys do. Dallas Cowboys, outside of the Arizona game and outside of the San Francisco game, have probably, if not been the favorite, have been close. And they have housed the teams they should, and even in some cases, the teams they shouldn't. Philly, we all thought that was going to be a close game. It was going to be down to the wire, division battle. Nah, Dallas had no time for that. They put their foot on their throat, and they didn't let them back in the game once they got up on them and started rolling. That's the sign of a veteran team. And the Texans have to figure out that and how to play at a high level at all times and not fluctuate with your opponent. And that's part of the problem the Texas Longhorns had in the early part of the season. So the Texans, they've got a big one this week. Will Levis just got a massive win, come from behind against the Miami Dolphins. They're going to play them this weekend. And CJ Stroud might not be there. You hope he is, but you have to prepare for life as Davis Mills is your starter for this week because throughout the week, he's going to get the reps until CJ clears concussion protocol. And you have to prepare as such. I don't like that. I don't feel good about it. But it's the boat they're in. And I feel, and hopefully the team doesn't. but a lot less confident without CJ Stroud, because I do believe CJ breeds confidence in that locker room that they can win any game that they are faced with because of how great he has been this year. Josh Keller on our YouTube live feed says Pop's coaching has been bad for a while. Time to get a move on and not sign him to a 5-year deal as the highest paid coach in the league. You can't live off old. Can't live off his old accomplishments. Need a fresh coach. Team seems unhappy and not wanting to play for Pop anymore. Prior players seem to say this way after they leave too. Look, I understand if the players were frustrated, I think it'd be more well known. But even Victor Wembanyama said, you know, he's focused on the long-term goal.
I mean, of course, it's not easy, but keep going, keep grinding. And the good thing is nobody doubts that in the long run, we're going to be the winners, and we're going to be, we have people who've got the expertise, the experience, and it's, of course, I hate losing, but I stay focused on the long run goal.
He seems focused. Now, he seems a little beaten down, but losing 17 in a row will beat a team down. And after your loss, your attitude's going to reflect that same thing. I think when you hear him in practice, he's upbeat, he feels it, and you will hear more positivity than negativity out of Victor Wembanyama. Once that starts to turn, I think it's going to be a different story. 656 ESPN, 656-3776 if you want to be a part of the conversation as we get ready to put a bow on the show and take more of your calls next right here on San Antonio Sports Star 94.1 FM and sasportstar.com.
Wemby, man, the hype is insane. I love the guy. I love his game. I love him playing for that coach. I love him in that community. And I think it's a great thing.
It's the Jim Rome Show, where Wemby and Rome rule. Weekdays at noon.
Hey, Jim Rome here.
Have a take, San Antonio. And certainly do not suck.
Man, I'm nervous. I wouldn't want that gig.
It's the Jim Rome Show, weekdays at noon on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
No one does happy hour like Twin Peaks, with everything from tequila cocktails to extensive bourbon categories that you will not believe. Their top shelf spirits and cocktails served over those icy balls cannot be matched. Twin Peaks has you covered. And don't forget about the 29-degree man-sized drafts.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online, mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
Are lab-grown diamonds ecologically friendly? They were developed in laboratories, but most of the millions of lab-grown diamonds in jewelry stores were manufactured in huge factories in China and India. Tens of thousands of massive furnaces are heated to about 20% of the temperature of the surface of the sun, put under immense pressure, and held there for 2 to 3 weeks to produce the lab-grown diamond. These furnaces use a tremendous amount of subsidized electricity produced in China and India by mostly coal-powered plants. This subsidized coal-powered electricity is used to produce inexpensive, easily identifiable lab-grown diamonds, whose wholesale price has crashed to almost nothing. Some jewelers still try to sell them for thousands of dollars, while others give them away for free with a purchase. America's Diamond only offers traditional, real, natural, earth-grown diamonds that are rare, extremely beautiful, and have had real value for centuries. See our television program tonight on ABC KSAT 12 at 12:35 a.m. or right now at americasdiamond.com.
Did you know gas goes bad in as little as 30 days? Bad gas can cause rough starts, poor performance, or no starts at all. Stable, America's #1 fuel stabilizer, ensures quick and easy starts after storage. Stable's proprietary formula keeps fuel fresh for 2 years, outperforming competitors. Whether it's your car, truck, boat, lawnmower, leaf blower, weed trimmer, ATV, motorcycle, or anything else with an engine, when you store, start with Stable.
Fuel your game day cooler with the refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Smooth, real brewed tea with a 5% kick of alcohol. Look for the bright yellow cans. Twisted Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly. Do you have a game plan for COVID-19? Prescription oral treatments must be taken within the first 5 days of symptoms, even if mild. If you have a high risk factor, ask your doctor if treatment is right for you. Visit treatcovid19.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Have pain? Have chronic pain, low back pain, knee pain, neck pain, or shoulder pain? I can help. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health, and we get to the root of your pain. We don't just give pain medications. We do the proper investigation to see what is the root cause, and it's covered by your insurance. Reduce your medication, avoid surgery, and get rid of pain for good. Call for your free evaluation. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health, where we get to the root cause of your problem. 210-468-1891.
Oh, Christmas leaks, you make our carpet squishy.
Here at Quarter Moon Plumbing, we like the popular leaky faucet, the overflowing toilet, or the trendy clogged sewer line. No matter what list you're on, naughty or nice, Quarter Moon Plumbing will answer your call fast and fix your emergency quickly so you can get back to your Coco and Carolyn.
651-5899.
License number M16004, DACLA 000743458E.
Hi, I'm attorney Steve Benke. If you've made the decision to divorce, you need an experienced attorney who can help. I've helped many people get through divorce, custody, child support, and alimony problems. Call me. I'm attorney Steve Benke.
210-DIVORCE or go to BenkeLaw.com. Listen up, Texas. The Powerball jackpot is over $400 million, and you can now buy official state lottery games right from your phone with Jackpot.com. Get in on the action right now and buy official Powerball, Mega Millions, and Lotto Texas tickets with Jackpot.com. Just choose your favorite lottery game, pick your lucky numbers, and get your winnings instantly. Plus, right now, get a free lottery ticket with your first play.
I love playing the lottery, and Jackpot.com makes it so easy because you can buy all your tickets right from your phone.
Jackpot.com notifies me right away if I win. It's safe and secure, and I never have to worry about losing my lottery tickets again.
This is the greatest thing ever. I can buy tickets right on my phone for Powerball, Lotto Texas, and other lottery games while I'm sitting on my couch at home.
Don't wait. Go to Jackpot.com and buy lottery tickets on your phone. Plus, right now, get a free lottery ticket with your first play. Go to Jackpot.com. That's Jackpot.com. Jackpot.com.
Paid for by Jackpot.com. You must be 18 or older to order a lottery ticket. Please play responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Listen to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star on your Amazon or Google smart speaker and just say, Alexa, play 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Welcome back into Extra Innings with Pleasure right here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, sasportstar.com on YouTube. Like, subscribe, follow along. We've been talking a lot of Spurs today. I feel the frustration in Spurs Nation throughout the day, although at least on my show, I've heard a lot of level-headedness and patience, which I appreciate my listening audience. One man who I know bleeds silver and black is the former co-host of the Saturday Morning Hangover, one Mr. Jack Thompson. Jack, how you been, my brother?
I'm doing good, Pledge. Good to hear your voice.
It's always good to hear your voice, my friend. Oh, man, how has this 17-game losing streak been hitting you?
Oh, I mean, it's been really rough. There's no doubt about that. But, you know, there's a plan ahead. It's just the way that we're playing is just inexcusable to me. I mean, last night's game was about the worst game I've ever seen. I don't think I've ever seen a pro team play that bad.
Oh,
it was disgraceful, honestly.
I mean, I've seen this team lose by 40 while giving up 160.
Yeah, but I mean, dude, 12% from three, and it's not even the missed shots. It's the shots that we're taking. Every shot, like everyone's shooting like they're the best ISO player in the league.
Mm-hmm.
It's the quality of shots that we're taking that just drives me insane, which comes down blatantly to coaching. Like,
okay, so you think this is falling squarely on Pop's shoulders?
No, it's certainly not squarely on anybody's shoulders. I mean, the players can definitely, give more defensive effort, value the ball more. There's a lot of careless turnovers. There's a lot of not boxing out, going for rebounds, running the lanes in transition. There's a lot of stuff that's going wrong. There's no doubt about that. But I mean, Pop has not done anything to help the situation, I would say.
So last minute before we got to get out of here, is there a fix this season, or is this, like I said, they committed to a process and we're neck deep in this right now?
I mean, the first fix I would say is switching up the lineups, but the fact that we haven't leads me to believe that once again, we are not trying to win. We are full on tanking, and we're not tanking to draft someone this year. The most valuable asset you can have in the NBA is a lottery pick.
Yeah.
And we will have a lottery pick at our disposal, along with, some players who have some value, Keldon, Zach, Doug, Chetty, guys like that, movable contracts, more time left on their deals, stuff like that. So I fully believe that we are gearing up to get a top 5 pick and then in turn flip that pick for a veteran that can come in and help immediately instead of another 19-year-old.
He is Jack Thompson, formerly of the Saturday Morning Hangover. Jack, always appreciate hearing from you, my friend.
Yes, sir. You too, my guy.
Hey, we're going to go out, get some drinks soon and catch up.
Oh, most definitely. We need to hit the course.
That's an even better idea. I like that. He is Jack Thompson joining me on Extra Innings with Pleasure. We're going to take a break, get you into ESPN programming, and then join us tomorrow bright and early with R&R in the Morning with Rob Thompson and Rudy J, starting at 6 o'clock.
This December, Total Wine & More has super exciting ways to get some of your favorites at the lowest prices possible. These deals are so amazing, we should probably just call it Deal-cember. Maker's Mark 1.75 liter is $39.99. Patron Silver 750 ml is only $34.99. Topo Chico Hard Seltzer Variety 12-pack is only $12.99, and Veuve Clicquot is only $49.99. It's Deal-cember at Total Wine & More, where you'll find what you love and love what you find.
Limit to prices effective now through December 17th. Drink responsibly, B21.
A holiday message from Jackson Hewitt.
'Twas the yikes before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, except Larry. See, the stockings weren't hung by the chimney with care, 'cause Larry's wallet was empty with no time to spare. So he went to Jackson Hewitt for a holiday loan, got money so fast he rejoiced and went home. Avoid the yikes before Christmas. Go to Jackson Hewitt before it's too late. Get up to $1,000 fast, minus the wait.
Early refund advance offered to eligible clients. Application required. Finance charge applies. Loans by Republic Bank. Details at jacksonhewitt.com.
Texas, the Powerball jackpot is over $400 million, and you can now buy official Texas lottery tickets right from your phone with jackpot.com. Go to jackpot.com.